I think when you push yourself in like either airs or big waves or whatever it is, like you show parts of human potential that I think are like important. And that's like my motivation. I would say I'm one of 3 people-ish that can read jaws the way I do.
Right down.
It's not like I'm more talented or anything, it's just like, just pure time out there. It's strange because I feel like big wave surfing rewards that one wave mentality. And that's never really been my approach. I want to go out and if I get a good wave, I want to keep going and keep going. This year we had, I would say, the most unique run of swell I've seen in my lifetime, where we had 5 straight days that basically got progressively bigger. The 5th day being the biggest day I'd ever seen at Jaws and the biggest swell I'd ever seen. Snowboarding has it a little bit where they don't know when the best day is coming, but like not like surfing does. Like we don't know when the best hour is coming or the best wave. Like that's the unknown makes it really hard to prep for. Surfing can always surprise you in that way because of the unpredictability of it. I spent more time training this summer in the last like couple of years than I ever have before. Preparation for big waves is a lot of stamina. You want to be able to take one of those wipeouts, because they come once in a while, and be able to keep going, but the main thing you're training for is to not fucking fall. Once you accept the consequences of what could happen, it frees up your mind to focus on what is happening. There's waves doing stuff out there that day that I'd never seen before in my life. It was breaking further out than I'd ever seen it, and not just breaking, but like doubling up and barreling where usually the biggest ones kind of cap. It was me, Tom Lowe, and my buddy Willem Banks, and it was just us 3. I made this whole stink about like the paddling versus towing, and I was like, you fucking towers are gonna give us a chance to give us a go. For us to catch one of those big waves without a jet ski is just the hardest thing to do in surfing. There's 2 reefs, right? There's the North Peak and then kind of like the West Bowl, and I usually sit on the West Bowl. But when it gets really big, you have to sit outside of the West Bowl. It breaks on this whole different thing. And there becomes this huge crease in a wave, like a step almost. It's so scary on those huge days because the deeper you sit, the easier a drop will be. So it's this crazy cat and mouse game, but it gives you opportunities. It's there if you want it. There are a couple ways that stick out. For me, the ones that stick with me are the ones I don't make. If I would have made that wave, I would have rowed out into the channel, into the history books, and just been like, haha, I fucking did it. The thing that stuck with me after that was like, why the fuck didn't I make that wave? Like the first wave I caught that day is probably one of the most special waves of my lifetime, for sure. It was like, I think the biggest wave I ever successfully rode. But just the fact there was 3 of us out there, it was the gnarliest big waves I'd ever seen, and we were out there paddling. To get a day where the waves are that big and the odds are reasonable is so rare. This is the board I rode that huge day. It was a 9.4. My biggest board. This is my biggest board. This board's gotta be 10 years old, and it's still the best board ever. There wasn't like a moment where like, yeah, we did it. Like there was like, in a way, we had that, but like, and behind all of that, I was just like, fuck, like, I left something out there, and I don't know when I'm gonna have a chance to try again. That's my driving force, is like, I wanna show what humans are possible of in my little discipline. And that's what's like always inspired me. That's really what I'm thinking about when I'm surfing big waves, is touching the edge of human potential.
Rockstar Energy.